The Irish Survey of Student Engagement, now in its 5th year, asks students about their experiences of higher education. It provides an increasingly valuable national data set on how students engage with their learning environments. The survey explores the amount of time and effort that students put into their studies and other educationally purposeful activities, and also how effectively institutions facilitate, encourage and promote student engagement in activities that are linked to learning. To highlight the potential of the data as a resource for academic staff, we look at how it's being used in individual institutions.
There are a lot of surveys out there and students are constantly being asked to fill them in. They do feel a bit of survey fatigue. They just, another survey, why do I have to do that? What's the point? And really the thing with ISSE is it's got so much value, so much positive value to change things on our campuses and in our classrooms. And getting that message across to students is really important. So I would hope that all students who are filling it out are actually getting that message across to the students around them in their classrooms.
We would have spoken to Academic Council, so the heads of school, heads of department, they're all very much aware that this survey is really, really important, and it's about the student experience, and it should be valued and it should be pushed from all aspects of the college, not just student union.
It's important for me personally to do the survey because I have a great pride in my college at IT Tala, and I feel the survey is a way of improving year on year the student experience and the learning experience and education received at college.
If you have any issues with the college or anything you want to improve on, once you see those stats, whether they increase or decrease from the previous years, you can then make changes, and they might not all be negative. You can actually improve on facilities that are great already.
The more students that take part in the survey, the more representative the information is and the better the data is, and it's obviously it's more valuable to the institute that we have a wide collection of data and not just a closed amount.
It's very easy to fill in the survey. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes, but it's worth it. Every question is unique and different, and it's very important that we get every answer because your answers are going to be completely different from everyone else's, and then once we see those trends, you know, we'll be able to make a difference.
The ideal time to fill it in for me, I think, is just during lunch when you're relaxed, when you have a few minutes to spare. The survey is not too intensive. It just requires a small bit of thought, but you already know the answers. There are no wrong answers. You already know them from your time at college.
What ISSE can really achieve is gaining that feedback from students themselves, to work with student leaders who are looking at data, with academic staff, with support staff, that institution at senior management level understand what students are facing, how students feel about their learning, and that means that they can then feed back to students. So especially if they're filling in the survey in their first year, we would hope that ISSE is then able to create change, so whenever they're filling it out in their final year, that they're seeing come to fruition the issues that they raised, and they're having a better experience as a result. There's lots of good examples in our colleges how ISSE has created change, and those messages are easy to get across because students will see those day to day. They just won't know that ISSE was a key factor in making that change happen.
In DCU, we've seen a direct impact from the ISSE survey. The Maths Learning Centre was set up after results showed that students in the engineering computing faculty maybe struggled with support in terms of maths. So the Maths Learning Centre set up in the library. It's inundated since its establishment. It's a really popular service, and it's so good for students to see that we fill this out, we gave our opinion, and we see the impact now.
ISSE only takes 10 minutes of your time, but it can have real long-lasting impact, long-lasting change on your own education, on your own studies, your own course, but also for future students. And you should never forget the students who come after you. You might only be one individual student, but by filling out ISSE, collectively you can make change for everyone.